The Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is a beautiful, chaotic day to grab your largest iced coffees, sit down, and absolutely lose your minds with me. Because the tea coming out of Genoa City is piping hot and overflowing. We are diving straight into the madness. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I am literally filming this while I'm running errands, walking through the aisles of Target looking like an absolute maniac because I just had to jump on here and vent. I was mid-skincare this morning and smeared charcoal mask all over my expensive cream rug because I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when I saw what just went down. We're not just watching this show anymore, besties. We are invested. Like, I am personally offended and simultaneously totally living for what Audra Charles just did. Talk to the camera? No. I am screaming into the void because these people are our real-life neighbors in my head, and I'm spiraling over their deeply unhinged choices. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let me calm down. Okay, breathing. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but my brain is literally buffering from the sheer audacity of it all. Let's set the stage with our tragic, brooding prince, Noah Newman. We all know Noah has been going through it. The man just survived that absolute nightmare in Las Vegas where he and his mother, Sharon, were literally tied up and trapped in an abandoned gas station garage by Matt Clark. Like, the trauma is fresh, the psychological wounds are wide open, and Noah's mental state is hanging on by a literal thread. So naturally, his relationship with Sienna is starting to show massive, undeniable cracks. The pressure cooker of surviving a hostage situation will do that to a couple. But instead of giving them space to heal, who comes slithering out of the shadows? Audra Charles. I am genuinely hyperventilating right now just thinking about Audra's sheer nerve. Audra sees Noah and Sienna's relationship fracturing, and she doesn't just walk through the door, she kicks it down. She wants to use this exact moment of extreme vulnerability to win back Noah's heart. Bestie, be for real, right now. Audra is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with her, but also, I cannot look away because she is giving us premium, top-tier soap villainy. She starts circling Noah like a hungry shark that just smelled a single drop of blood in the Pacific Ocean. They're getting closer and closer, sharing these intense, lingering looks. And don't even get me started on the vibes. It's toxic, it's messy, and it's straight up dangerous. Let's really unpack what happened in Vegas because I feel like we are just glossing over the fact that Noah was literally held captive. Matt Clark, this absolute psycho, had him and Sharon hostage. Noah had to sit there and watch his mother be terrorized. The psychological damage is astronomical. And then Adam Newman is there, making these cold, calculated moves to keep Nick alive, and Noah is just absorbing all this dark, twisted Newman energy. So when he comes back to Genoa City, he is a shell of a man. He needs soft music, a warm blanket, and intensive therapy. He does not need a toxic love triangle. But Genoa City doesn't care about your mental health, besties. It only cares about the drama. Audra Charles is not just a shark. She is the entire megalodon. Let's look at her track record. She is a corporate climber who uses leverage, secrets, and seduction to get exactly what she wants. We literally just saw her team up with Victoria to expose Sally Specter's baby's secret. She has zero morals, zero boundaries, and zero chill. So when she looks at Noah, she doesn't see a broken man who needs healing. She sees a golden ticket. She sees the Newman name, the trust fund, the power. She knows that Sienna and Noah are fighting. She probably has a spreadsheet detailing their arguments. I am genuinely convinced Audra has hidden cameras in their apartment because her timing is too perfect. Bestie, be for real right now, I yelled at the screen when she first slinked up to him. She was doing that soft voice, doe-eyed manipulation tactic that makes me want to scream. Sienna, bless her heart, is not blind. She sees exactly what Audra is doing. Sienna sits Noah down and gives him the mother of all ultimatums. She looks him dead in the eye and tells him to be decisive. Do not ever see your ex again, she says. She calls his lingering connection with Audra an unacceptable mistake, which is honestly so unhinged, but like, is she wrong? I was cheering for Sienna in my living room. I was like, yes, girl, set those boundaries. Tell this Newman boy to step up or step out. But Noah is just standing there, looking like a deer caught in the headlights, completely paralyzed by the emotional warfare happening in his living room. Which brings me to the main event. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. The confrontation. The absolute cinematic mayhem that unfolded when Audra and Sienna finally came face to face. We knew the tension was brewing since their screaming match at the Shadow Room opening. But this escalated into a full-blown physical altercation. You guys, they literally threw hands over Noah Newman. I am screaming. I had to rewind the scene 5 times because I could not believe my eyes. The choreography of this fight? Flawless. The emotional stakes? Astronomical. Let's break down the fight frame by frame, because my brain is still visibly bubbled. Sienna and Audra lock eyes, and you can just feel the temperature in the room drop. Audra is wearing this ridiculously tight, deeply impractical outfit, strutting in like she owns the place. The audacity! She drops some passive-aggressive, condescending comment, probably something about how Noah needs a real woman or whatever toxic nonsense she spews, and Sienna just snaps. The verbal sparring turns into shoving, and suddenly, we have a full-on brawl. Drinks are flying, hair is being pulled, designer outfits are getting ruined. It was giving major, I cannot even energy, and we are spilling all the tea right now. I was physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of it. I was screaming, get her, Sienna. It was a mess. A beautiful, unfiltered, emotional train wreck. And wait, veer off into a completely random tangent for a second. Did anyone else notice the lighting during this scene? It was this moody, neon-drenched club lighting that kept catching the wild look in Audra's eyes every time she lunged. It was such a weird aesthetic choice for a literal fistfight, but honestly, it kind of served. Like, if you're going to ruin someone's life and throw hands in public, you might as well have cinematic cinematography. Okay, snapping back to the main tea. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, let's talk about the aftermath of the fight, because that is where my soul actually left my body. You would think that after a physical brawl, people would retreat to their corners and rethink their life choices. Not Audra Charles. Oh no. She decides this is the perfect moment to go nuclear. Audra stands up, fixes her hair, looks around at everyone, and publicly declares her undying love for Noah. But she doesn't stop there. Oh no, besties. She drops the biggest, most unhinged bombshell of the century. She announces, loudly and proudly, that she is ready and willing to have Noah's baby. Send help. I am literally unwell. I fell to my knees in the middle of the kitchen. She wants to give him a child? The manipulation is so deep, so calculated. It's actually a psychological masterpiece. And the way she said it, she didn't just casually mention it. She stood there, chest heaving, makeup slightly smudged from the fight, and projected her voice so the entire room could hear. I love him, and I will give him the family he deserves. I will give him a child. The silence in the room was deafening. I literally had to pause the TV and walk outside to touch grass, because my soul had actually left my body. Who uses a hypothetical pregnancy as a weapon in a post-brawl monologue? Audra knows exactly what she is doing. She knows that Noah has this deep-seated desire for a stable family, especially after all the trauma he's been through with his parents and the whole Matt Clark nightmare. Offering him a baby is her ultimate trump card. It's her way of permanently tethering herself to the Newman legacy. I'm calling it, the villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no way this ends well for anyone involved. Let's talk about the Newman family's reaction to all of this, because this is where the hypocrisy reaches levels that genuinely make me want to pull my own hair out. You'd think Victor and Nikki would be appalled by Audra's public spectacle. You'd think they would rally around Sienna, the woman who was just trying to protect her relationship. But nope. The Newmans actually prefer Audra over Sienna. I am straight up baffled. But also, when you look at the lore, it makes sickening sense. Why do they hate Sienna? Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but my brain is literally fried. Sienna is Matt Clark's ex-wife. Yes, that Matt Clark. The man who just tortured Noah and Sharon in a gas station. The man who is now magically suffering from amnesia. And the man who, brace yourselves, because this is the sickest twist of all, is secretly Nikki Newman's biological son. Do you understand the gravity of this? Sienna was married to Nikki's secret son, making her Victor's stepdaughter-in-law, or whatever cursed family tree branch that is. The Newmans look at Sienna and all they see is the ghost of Matt Clark and the trauma he inflicted. They think she is way too complicated, way too messy, and a walking reminder of the family's darkest secrets. Let's talk about Victor Newman for a second. The mustache himself. He is currently busy executing a hostile takeover of Summer's conglomerate, framing Phyllis with AI, which is a whole other level of unhinged, but he still has time to judge Noah's love life. Victor looks at Sienna and sees Matt Clark. He sees the man who tortured his family. And Nikki? Nikki is literally hyperventilating in the corner because she just found out Matt Clark is her biological son. She's terrified Victor's going to find out and punish her. So of course, Nikki wants Sienna gone. Sienna is a walking, talking reminder of the secret Nikki is desperately trying to hide. If Sienna stays around, the Matt Clark connection stays around. So, in the twisted minds of Victor and Nikki Newman, Audra Charles, the ruthless, manipulative, baby-trapping corporate shark, is actually the safer choice for Noah. They would rather have a woman who causes public fistfights and uses pregnancy as a weapon than deal with the emotional baggage of Sienna's past with Matt Clark. Bestie, they are officially on my do not perceive list. The entire Newman family needs intensive therapy. I am genuinely losing my grip on reality trying to map out this family dynamic. It's incestuous, it's toxic, and I am eating up every single crumb. And wait, where is Chelsea Lawson in all of this? We know Chelsea and Sienna have been forming this weird, unexpected sisterhood lately. Chelsea crossed enemy lines to team up with Sienna, probably because they both know what it's like to be dragged through the mud by the Newman men. I am just picturing Chelsea sitting in the corner, sipping a martini, watching Sienna absolutely demolish Audra, and just nodding in approval. Chelsea knows a con artist when she sees one, and she knows Audra is playing the longest, sickest con of all. I need Chelsea to step in and mentor Sienna. I need them to form a master plan to take down Audra. If Chelsea doesn't get involved, I am going to write a strongly worded letter to the writers, because the potential for a tag team takedown is right there. I am literally pacing around my house right now, clutching my chest, because I am too unwell to handle this. Noah is trapped between a woman who is desperately trying to hold on to him through ultimatums, and a woman who is willing to fight in public and offer him a baby just to secure her spot in the Newman Empire. And his family is actively rooting for the villain. This situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. I need to know what Noah is going to do. Is he going to fall for Audra's baby trap? Is he going to respect Sienna's boundaries? Or is he just going to completely disassociate and move to Paris?